Hey everybody, this is another episode of Boxing Therapy. I'm your host, Lyndon Jones Jr. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about the boxing results on Friday Night Knockout on True TV for Nonito Donaire, which is now 36-3 with 24, not 24, excuse me, with 23 KOs versus Cesar Juarez. It is now 17-4 with 13 KOs. Nonito Donaire, now the new 122-pound WBO champion once again. We know he had that big loss against Nicholas Walters when he moved up to the 126-pound division, and that fight, Nicholas Walters just basically manhandled Donaire because he was. I guess Nonito, his power didn't carry up to 126 pounds, and it wasn't. He was no match for Walters, and the other loss he had on his career, against Rigondeaux just outclassed him. He was just a more craftier fighter, losing that 12th round decision to him. Even though he is still a miraculously good fighter in the 122 pound division. I take nothing away from Nonito Donaire whatsoever. But in some of his past fights, his head just didn't seem like he was in the game. If he had trouble outside the ring, he just didn't have his head there. I would just say honestly, watching this fight tonight, Nonito fighting Juarez. The first couple rounds, I see where he got his name from. The Filipino Flash. He's very good on his feet, very fast puncher. Knows how to move around the ring. I want to say in the first two rounds, Nonito looked really sharp. With his counter punches picking off on Juarez. In round four, Donaire knocked him down twice. And I'm thinking at this point, Juarez, it's about to be over, right? Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. Juarez is a true warrior, man, because he was taking some hell of a shots from Donaire. Matter of fact, after his knockdowns, he kept on. He didn't do much after that round, but he kept coming back after that. After those two knockdowns, he came back strong. Juarez definitely was making it a war for Donaire, man. He was not making this an easy fight for him. When you think Donaire was about to, get him out of there, Juarez, kept coming back with pressure, having Donaire on the ropes. In the sixth round, Donaire had a bad slip. He looked like he might have hurt his ankle in that round. He seemed like he got over it. Round eight was, that was literally an all-out war. I even think I would have gave that round to Juarez personally. Donaire seemed to it seemed like he got winded halfway through the fight. And Juarez took advantage of that, piling the punches up on him on the ropes. I personally thought, Donaire would stay off the ropes. I haven't, seen him fight like that before. But Juarez definitely took advantage of that, taking shots to the body, shots to the head. Donaire took a lot of damage from Juarez. Donaire actually ended up getting a pretty bad cut over his right eye. That might have slowed him down some. Juarez just, in round 9, just giving it to Donaire. I almost thought Donaire was going to get stopped, honestly. It was just one hell of a fight. Donaire, even though he was still up by a pretty good margin, banking in them early rounds. By round 11, both fighters seemed to slow down. Donaire controlled most of that 11th round with his jab and his footwork. It's just slowing down. Juarez at the end of the round, trying to keep Donaire on the ropes, throwing more punches to pressure him. Towards the end of the round, I swear, no matter what Donaire hit this guy Juarez with, man, he was hitting him with everything and the kitchen sink. This guy would not stop. He kept coming to Donaire and just kept pressuring him. It was some crazy ass stuff. both of these, honestly, at the end of this fight, both of them fighters are real warriors. Definitely a fighter, fight of the year candidate. Gotta be put in there. Since he win a unanimous decision, what will Nonito Donaire do now? Maybe he might try to get a rematch with Rigondeaux, maybe, because I know for a fact he's not going to go. I don't think he's going to move back up to the 126-pound division at this point, especially after having those losses when he did move up. But I'm going to say, if you guys like the video, hit that like button below and subscribe to Boxing Therapy. Follow me on Facebook, Lyndon Jones Jr. We can talk boxing. Also follow me on Twitter at Boxing Therapy 87. This has been Boxing Therapy. Again, catch you guys in the next episode.